And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys, I hope you're all well. Before we do get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed the sort of Christmas period, plenty of football of course on yesterday in the Premier League for Boxing Day. However, we are here on the 27th and we've got another big game on the horizon for us at Ibrox under the lights against Ross County. Another sort of must win for us to keep that momentum going ahead of the huge game on the 30th against Celtic at Celtic Park. Again, look, as I said, I'm very confident going into the game against Ross County, despite our sort of injury problems that I currently got at this moment in time. We'll discuss maybe that a bit later on in today's video, and if that will impact today's game, of course, or the Old Firm, and what does that, where do we sit in terms of being favourites or not favourites after everything that's kind of happened. We're also going to be going through why Rangers fans are slightly pissed off with regards to the development ahead of the Old Firm game, as I say, branding it a bit of a disgrace, whilst also going through all the latest Rangers news from the last 24 hours. As I stated, there were some fixtures yesterday and Boxing Day. Our rivals, of course, did win against Dundee, 3-0 going into the Old Firm, and I don't talk about Celtic a lot on this channel, but just because the game's come up and coming, it's the sort of next one on the horizon, it's good to maybe talk about their form ever so slightly. They've extended their lead to sort of 5 points. However, of course, we do have 2 games in hand, one of those being played tonight against Ross County. We do win that, it will then go back to 2 points. We play the Old Firm game, we could go a point clear with a game in hand. So yeah, all to play for most certainly, but as I stated guys, we've got Ross County first, and we need to make sure that we take them serious and make sure that we win this game. Now, tonight's kickoff time has sparked a lot of frustration from Rangers fans going into the Old Firm derby. You know, the sort of week, everything that sort of builds up. Usually it's the other side with regards to sort of complaining about things and how Celtic are acting, you know, with regards to the sort of penalty issues, putting pressure on the referees. We know what they do. They've done it for many years. The media get involved. They start talking about all the things that Rangers get their way. Celtic are always the victims going into the sort of games. It's always the case. It's always Old Firm week. You always know what happens. A lot of talk from the other side. However, of course, look, we are in a very congested fixture list, congested fixture period, the Christmas fixtures. Celtic, of course, playing at 3 o'clock yesterday. Us, we're playing an evening kickoff against Ross County tonight, which is meaning that Rangers fans slightly pissed off, or are pissed off and outraged, branding it disgrace that we have to play. We've only got 2.5 days to prepare for the Old Firm derby, where they've got something more closer to 4 full days ready to go to get themselves prepared for the game. Now, again, I know how the fixture list sort of falls about, and it can be a bit of an issue, but with regards to the actual TV slot from Sky Sports itself, you know, Celtic were given the match that got aired on TV. Rangers, well, we've got a home game. You know that home games don't really get shown on TV. Our fixtures on Rangers TV. So what had been the problem to play that game on the 26th? Celtic were away from home. We were at Ibrox. So Glasgow police wouldn't have been overrun. We should have had the game on the 26th. But again, it is what it is. I'm kind of frustrated. I'm frustrated with it because there is no reason. I understand the football business. I understand the business of football, and that you can't move around fixtures for TV slots and all the rest of it. However, our game didn't, it was not like they're playing our game on Sky Sports today. That's why we had to have the 27th slot. But a lot of fans sharing that frustration going into it. So we're only going to have 2.5 days to prepare, whereas they get closer to sort of 4 if you kind of work it out from the 3 o'clock and then the time that we're kicking off tonight. So yeah, fans slightly pissed off of it. I'm slightly pissed off of it, but we can still go out there and win this game most certainly. Now, Celtic, as I stated, coming back into form now. They're starting to get their players returned back from injuries. And again, injuries hasn't been their main problem so far this season. Yes, they've picked up a few, but we're currently got a massive exodus. I think we've got one fit central midfielder going into this game. Of course, John Lundstrom picking up an injury recently, and he's been very pivotal in what we've been trying to do under Philippe Clement, which is absolutely bad. Ryan Jack's also out. Tom Lawrence is also out. I'm trying to think of other players that are out. There's actually about 8 players that are currently on the injury list at this moment in time. I think Connor Goldson is still a bit of a doubt. We'll find out a bit later on with regards to him. You're looking at striking options, Danilo. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head with regards to players, but there is quite a few players out, and certainly in the middle of the park is a bit of a problem for us. And now a lot of fans, maybe not Rangers fans, but a lot of the media are sort of bigging ourselves going into this one, going to Celtic Park, and we're the sort of favourites and are the team that's essentially in the better place because we got the Europa League last 16 and we won the trophy. However, I do have sort of kind of doubts just due to the sort of injury problems that we've got at this moment in time. As I stated, centre midfielder, I think we've just got one. I think Kieran Dow's obviously been playing in there as well. We're very, very close to probably seeing Balogun playing in there at some point. But we have got a bit of a problem with our central midfield, and we have got a lot of players out. So, again, I am confident as always as a Rangers fan going into these Old Firm derbies. But, of course, I do feel that the injuries are taking their toll on it, and I don't think it will be as plain sailing as maybe we would have maybe predicted if we had a full starting 11 ready to go. I am slightly concerned with our injury problems at this moment in time, and I do just kind of want to get to, as I said, I will get a win against Ross County. I would take a draw at Celtic Park. You might say Daniel's being defeatist. I would take a draw at Celtic Park, and then obviously a win against Kilmarnock, and then just get to that January period, bring in some players, and of course just rest up, have a bit of a stopgap. I think it's coming at the right time for us. We need this period where we can kind of just allow our players to come back and allow maybe new faces, new additions to come into the team. But it's 3 games. If we can get 9 points out of it, amazing. If we can get the 7 points, obviously the 2 wins against Ross County and Kilmarnock and a draw against Celtic, again, I'll be happy with that. Just due to, I would never wish on a draw for a game against Celtic or at Celtic Park. I'm always wanting us to win, but just due to our injury problems, I think a lot of fans are maybe overseeing the current situation with regards to our injury problems at this moment in time. But something I'm definitely got an eye on, and definitely sometime a bit nervous about, but we'll see. Again, we still got another game to play tonight against Ross County, so here's touching wood. It doesn't get any worse than it already is, and we don't miss any more key players going into the clash against Celtic. But certainly one to be that remains to be seen. Of course, January window coming up very, very soon as well, guys. Hopefully we start to hear a bit more with regards to that. We know that we're going to be signing players this January. How many we're going to be signing probably remains to be seen again, but I'm looking at a striker, central midfielder, a defender, and potentially a left back to come in, a winger. So yeah, hopefully to see maybe 3-4 players come in through the door in the January transfer window. It's going to be a busy one, but in terms of the actual individuals who we're going to sign, still remains to be seen. We've not got enough substance just yet with regards to sources to tell us who we're going to be signing at this moment in time. But be sure I will keep you up to date with regards to anyone that comes over the line with regards to a potential target. But as I stated, guys, no one there yet. Not even Lawrence Shankland. Everyone's kind of getting carried away with that. Nothing in that just yet. Just Rangers pundits at this moment in time with regards to it. But we'll see. Rangers fans, that's all I've got for you today. Do let me know your thoughts on the game against Ross County that's up and coming this weekend down there in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on the current situation with regards to the TV slots, us getting less time to prepare for the game against Celtic, and let me know your thoughts on the actual injury problems at this moment in time, again, down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. As always, please do smash that like button, hit the subscribe button for daily Rangers content, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.